Bro, stop. Why do you feel like everyone else knows the answer except for you? You and me need to trust ourselves more. Make a decision, cash out on it, go all in on it, and trust yourself. The definition of a decision is to cut away from something. In fact, it's to cut away from everything. To cut away from other possibilities, to cut away from every other alternate reality that yields a result that we decided to get. Or that we decide not to get. I don't know. Decision making. You don't trust yourself. You think everyone else has the answer and that everyone else has it better than you and that everyone else has it figured out. That's not the reality, bro. That's not true. I don't have anything figured out. Yeah, you're listening to me here and you could be doing the same. A lot of times you have the answers inside of you, but you just are too lazy or unaware to, like, literally just find them yourself. Dig deep enough. You're afraid. Why are you afraid? I can't ask you. I can't tell you. Like, you literally got to ask yourself that. Why are you afraid? That's not a rhetorical question. Ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Why do you not trust yourself? The reason why I didn't trust myself is because I didn't respect myself enough. I didn't think I was good enough to give my own advice, like to find the answers to my, like, to find the answers and solutions to the issues that you specifically have. No one else can truly give it to you. Because number one, the solution you already have. Don't bullshit yourself. You already have the solution to your issue. If you just sit down, think about it, and give yourself enough time and focus, you will come across the best answer that nobody else could have possibly given you. Number two, you are the one that needs to take the action. You are the one that needs to move the needle. But you aren't, because you're hiding. I don't know what from, but I used to do the same thing. I used to have like a long YouTube watch later playlist of all these different people, of all these different pieces of advice, in all these different areas of my life, when really I could have just sat down myself with all my questions written down on a pen and a piece of paper, and just ask myself. And then I would have come up with those solutions 10 times, 100 times faster, and I'd be able to like implement it instantly. And so I think you need that, because obviously if you're watching a 17-year-old talk behind a screen, do you really need answers from a 17-year-old that has nothing figured out in life? No. You have all the answers in you right now. If there's anything you learned from me, it's that. The fact that you're watching this right now goes to show that you don't trust yourself enough. You don't even need to watch me anymore. Because once you learn how to actually do this, you don't need anyone else's advice. And sure, it can be useful sometimes, like someone's more experienced than you in a certain field, or you just want someone's opinion or perspective or a different like objective like POV of something. Sure. But the vast majority of times, bro, you don't even respect yourself enough to make your own decisions. Should I make a PB&J sandwich or just a peanut butter sandwich? Should I make scrambled eggs today or should I make sunny side up? And then I go ask my parents, and then I go ask my friends. And I don't just decide for myself. Little things like that. I'm such an indecisive person, man. That's probably like one of my biggest flaws. I'm so indecisive. It'll take me like days to make such a simple decision. The worst part is like I'll make a decision, and then I'll take it back, and then I'll go to the other decision, and I'll go back and forth, and people hate me because it's so hard to make plans and hang out with me because I'm like this. I don't trust myself enough to make a decision to cut off from something. Why? The more I thought about it, I realized it's only one reason and one reason only. It's because you're afraid of what would happen if the result that you got from that decision, of the outcome of that decision, isn't something that was the ideal, isn't something that you were looking for. And when you make your own decision and the result isn't something that you like, the result is negative, the result is something like subpar, okay? There's no one else to blame but you. No one but you. That's why you go subconsciously. That's why you go asking everyone else for advice. Because if it goes wrong, you can blame them. You were just following their advice after all. It was their words, their advice, their action steps. Pussy. You're afraid. And so am I. There's so many big decisions, especially that you've had to make in your life, that you've asked not millions, but like hundreds maybe. Too many people, too many voices. Because all you need is one. Maybe your mom. To make a decision, to cut off from anything else, to decide for yourself and your life, to cut off from any other reality, to cut off from any other possibility. Only you can decide that for yourself. Only you can make that happen for yourself. As corny as it sounds, you're the captain of your destiny, bro. As cringy as it sounds, it's true. So it's about time you start embracing that, right? It's about time you actually, like, I know you've heard that since you were a child, trillions of times. Not once have you actually, like, understood that. And even now, even if you say you do, I think you're bullshitting. Because not even I can comprehend, like, bro, I'm in control of my destiny. Ain't no way, bro. I gotta ask my parents if I want to go out. How am I in control of my destiny? But you are. More than you realize. In fact, to the absolute extent to which you are literally the only one that is in control of your destiny. No matter what limits anyone else puts on you. Even if you're sent to prison, you control your destiny. And so when you realize how much control you have, it's so scary because, hey, if I make a wrong decision, if I slip up here or there, what if I choose wrong? Then I have to deal with the consequences that I put myself into. And I have no one to rant to, no one to complain about, no one to blame. That's the scariest part. But how do we get better at decision making, man? How do we get better at being decisive instead of indecisive? How do we make a decision like that and trust ourselves with absolute certainty, even if we don't know the answer or the outcome? Well, it's the unsexy answer. Make more fucking decisions, you pussy. Like, actually put yourself in a place where you have to make decisions. Where you have to make decisions, and even decisions where you make the wrong one and you fail. I need this more than, like, anyone I know, bro. I'm so indecisive. Make the scrambled eggs and live with the consequences. If you say, like, oh, I'm kind of craving my sunny side, I don't care. Whatever stupid example I can think of, it doesn't matter, because you get my point. I'm going to tell you a story. Last night, dude, my church had this, like, incredible social event with, like, sports, and, like, it was a competition that I really wanted to go to. And above all that, my friend from the States was coming, bro. My friend from the States, who was my best friend since second grade. And I haven't seen him in 3-4 years. And he was coming, and I would have seen him for the first time, but the thing was with last night is I had basketball practice and I had to lift. And so me going there would ultimately, like, I know if I go to, like, another sports related event after my training, I'm not going to, like, hold back. I'm going to go all out and compete, right? So no, I didn't go because I need to prioritize, number one, my recovery. Number two, I got exams coming up. I got to study. Number three, like, I just wanted to chill with my family and let my body recover, let my mind recover. And I also wanted to practice decision making. Me 1 week ago would have gone to that and, like, went crazy, bro. But the me now, I have to trust my own decision, even if it feels wrong, even if it feels like trust your gut, even if it's something that you don't want to do, trust your gut. How do you trust your gut? I have no fucking clue because I've not done it at all in my entire life, but I'm getting better at it. Making a decision and trusting yourself will be the key to, like, it's literally the self-trust, bro. How are you going to develop self-trust if you never try and use it and fail and learn from it? Right? It's a skill. It's like building muscle in a gym. How are you going to, like, you got to tear the muscle to build it, right? So, of course, you got to fail and make the wrong choices sometimes. Make the wrong decisions to make better decisions in the future, even if they have nothing related to each other. How are you going to get better at trusting yourself if you're too afraid to even, like, make the smallest decisions on your own without asking someone else for advice? So, as always, if you want to hear daily lessons or, like, little things that I pick up daily, I have a free Telegram, first link in the description. And as always, if you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's win-win for both of us. Get after it.